Hello! This is me, Sky. As you can see by the title, this is my final semester reflection of my Writ 1120 class. But there's a twist. I thought about how much I love writing and wanted to be creative in making a video comparing it to something else I really love. And that's when it hit me. Dance. More specifically, I'm talking about dance choreography, which is a passion of mine. I love dancing and currently dance for BG, but what made me want to compare dance to our Writ class is how similar they actually are to each other. With dance choreography, music sparks my inspiration and makes me curious as to what dance I can make to the song. When creating a dance, you have to be curious to try different moves and see if you like the sequences. What first sparks my ideas for writing is actually the grade and not failing. But in all seriousness, I really enjoyed the topics I got to write about this semester because I was given the ability to choose to be curious. In the visual analysis essay, I was able to choose an ad that piqued my interest, which ended up being about the modern-day slave trade and the not-for-sale movement, a topic I knew nothing about before, but I was just curious about it. When it comes to dancing, being open to different styles of dancing is important in becoming a stronger dancer. With this, you have more styles to show off and can incorporate multiple styles into different dances. This will bring different dynamics that are not only fun to dance, but visually pleasing. As we demonstrated in the children's book essay, I've learned about openness to new ideas and rebuttals to your argument in Writ 1120. With openness in writing, we can find new ideas and think about our arguments in different ways. For the children's book essay, I feel that I really had to dig deep to find and understand the rebuttal against my banned book because I personally didn't see anything wrong with it. But being more open and more empathetic made my argument against the rebuttal even better. In dance, I practice my creativity by trying new moves. There are many different dance tricks I've attempted to do because I wanted to be creative and careful not to make my dances so similar. If you keep using the same dance moves in all of your dances, they would end up being the same, which doesn't help you grow as a dancer. Although I practice my creativity in many different ways in my writing, I feel as though I pushed myself to really be creative in my research essay because my topic, interactive movies, was not a very popular academic essay topic. I really had to get creative in formulating my argument where it represented my ideas and investigated my thesis in a clear and coherent way. Research is a surprising tool that comes in handy when choreographing a dance. I find sources when I'm choreographing a dance to help give me ideas and make my dance look better. My dance databases are mainly just social media apps like Instagram and TikTok because that's where I can find a variety of all sorts of dancers and dances from around the world. Not only do these dancers in these videos inspire me, but I'm also able to see visually what I like in dances. In our class, I learned about the power of reliable academic sources and the use of online databases. You can have amazing points in your essay, but your argument is only strong if you can back it up with ethos and logos. Shout out to EBSCO, my favorite database. This was the first class I've had to use an academic database for sources in college, like in the children's book essay and the research essay, and it made my arguments stronger by backing up my thesis and synthesizing my sources. One of my favorite things in the world is feedback, for me and for others. I personally love when people are honest with me and truly don't hold back when I ask for their opinion on something. When I'm making a dance, if I look goofy doing a move, I would hope that my dance friends would let me know. In Writ, I don't hold back on my feedback to my peers because I truly want them to be able to improve and get even just 1 point closer to a 100 on their essays. Just ask Nick and Joe. They'll tell you all about my peer review with them. Peer review is an important part of writing and a great way to be able to have an outside view of your essay. When choreographing, my strategy for revising is to do multiple takes of myself dancing and watching my exact movements. When analyzing these videos, I can find what I do and don't like about the dance and adjust different parts if needed. For example, I had to film this dance 7 times to get this clip. Likewise, my essays are still not done after I finish writing them. Revising is an important part of my writing process that I've learned from Writ because the first essay is not a finished essay. There's going to be some flaws. One strategy I've been using is reading my essays out loud because it helps make the essay flow and sound better. Sometimes the grammar or wording originally used sounds better in your head versus out loud or to another reader. One of my favorite parts of making a dance is making all the moves and steps flow together. It's so satisfying to me to be able to have the music and dance match each other and just overall feel good to the person dancing it. Dance can feel good, but the performance and quality of the sequence is enhanced. Equally, I like my writing style to be the same. Grammar and syntax have been my favorite things to work on in this class because it's a very small change to your essay that makes it sound and read completely different. Transition words, pauses, complex sentence structures, formatting. They really enhance the way you write anything, which I think is very powerful. Finally, dance is a way to move your body, but it's also a way to communicate with your body. Sometimes dancers and choreographers are trying to tell a story through movement. Sometimes it's to get a theme across to an audience, or to make the audience feel an emotion. When it comes to writing, it's all about communicating our ideas as well. We reflect on our evidence, and we use this to formulate an argument and explain why to the audience, why they should support this, why this is correct, and why our ideas matter. Writ 1120 has taught us so many new techniques, strategies, and ways to write an essay. Although I may have had to stretch some points in this video, the most important takeaway I've learned is the power of communication and being able to tell an audience something or anything. But even more important is how you're able to do that. But I guess a close second would be that you can stall some class time by asking to play the hurdle.